Hello friends, this is Raman Gill with your daily Forex market analysis for June 2nd, 2016. Let's start things off by taking a look at the calendar here. A very important day tomorrow. We start the day off with construction PMI numbers for the UK at 4:30 a.m. Eastern, and we also have OPEC meetings all day tomorrow. So these are the meetings held between the oil producing countries, and they're coming together to discuss oil and any of the related questions around it. So one of the topics for discussion tomorrow will be production. Right now there's an oversupply of oil, and as a result of that the oil prices are quite low. The topic for discussion tomorrow would be, do they cut production, and will there be a ceiling put on the oil production? So if the production goes down, the demand for oil will go up, and as a result the oil prices will go up. So because of these meetings tomorrow, we need to keep an eye on the news feed, because any comments that come out of any of the members of the meeting there will carry a lot of weight and could produce moves in the market that we would not normally see. So be aware of that. And the currencies that will be impacted by these meetings or the comments coming out of that would be US dollar CAD, Aussie US dollar, and New Zealand US dollar. These are three commodity currencies, and they are tied into commodities, or specifically the oil for Canadian dollar. So we'll have to keep an eye on the news feed. We also have the minimum bid rate for the euro here at 7:45 a.m. Eastern, and the ECB press conference. Anytime Draghi is speaking, there's a lot of volatility in the market. Last couple of times we have seen Draghi's comments taken as very hawkish, and we have seen the euro push up as much as 500 pips. So if you're trading the euro, be very mindful of that. We also have ADP non-farm employment change. This is a very important number for the US here. Right now market is focusing a lot on the economic numbers that are coming out of the US, because they are trying to gauge if the Fed will raise rates in June, and any numbers that come out will have a big role in what happens in June with the rate hike or further down into the year. So this number here, payroll numbers, are one of the key components of that show how the economy is doing. As a result of that, this will be a very important number. And then we also have Bank of England Governor Carney speaking at 9 a.m. Eastern, and finally crude oil inventories at 11 a.m. A very full morning in terms of important stuff coming out. Let's move on to the charts here now. Euro US dollar daily candle, we saw a very strong daily close, and now we are looking at a push up. So because of the bullish daily close, the next move will be bullish, or we have a bullish bias for tomorrow. We're looking at 1.1243. This level is the next target level. And also, like I mentioned before, there's ECB press conference and a minimum bid rate. Even though the interest rate is not expected to change, Draghi's comment will play a big role in how the euro performs. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we did see the price go and test the high at 12.12 here, and now it seems to be pulling back. However, our bias is to the upside, and we'll be looking for the next target of 12.43. With the ECB in play here, we could see a move higher than that if Draghi's comments are taken as hawkish, and the next level we'd be looking at would be 11300 here, and above that we're looking at 1350 level. For pound US dollar here, a bearish close for the day, so now we're looking for a further move to the downside. We could see a pullback into 144.67 and then a drop. In terms of the target, our target would be 143.33 area, which is the bottom of this pin here. We did see a break of the trend line, and now we're expecting a further move to the downside. And looking at the 1 hour chart here, our target 143.33 is right here, just above our S2 level. For New Zealand US dollar here, now we have had 2 days of bullish moves. In the Asian session, we saw a move above the previous high, yesterday's high here. The target here would be 68.50 based on the bullish daily close. Our bias would be bullish on this. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we do see a bit of a compressed move here. We saw that the price went and tested yesterday's high, and now it's pulling back from there. So now we need to see if the price stays above 6,800. Here we saw that the price came and did a back test of the previous high. Again, our target would be 6,800 here to the downside for a pullback, and then potentially a further move to the upside. However, if 6,800 level doesn't hold, if the price starts trading below 6,800, then we could see a move back into 6,770 level or even lower. However, based on the daily close, our bias would be to the upside. Aussie US dollar here, daily close was bullish. However, there was a long wick up top, which suggests rejection of that price higher. We did see the trade balance numbers come out positive. However, the retail sales number were negative, and as a result of that, we did see the Aussie push down. The key level here would be the 72.20 level. If the price does break below 72.20 level, then we are looking for the price to move back down to 71.50 level here, or into the bottom of this candle here, which is 71.80. So the targets to the downside, if the price does break through the 72.20 level, would be 71.76 or down to 71.50. If the price pushes back into the 7300 level, we could look for a potential selling opportunity there and look to sell at this high level. So look for a reversal setup of some sort, and if it does show up, then we can sell at 7300. Aussie US dollar here, we did have this upward sloping trend line here. However, the price hasn't been able to break above the previous high here. We went and tested the high, and then there was a drop, and now the price has closed with a very neutral candle. So in terms of tomorrow, our outlook would be to the downside. We could see a push up into 31.22 and then a drop back down. The target here would be 29.66, and like I mentioned before, keep in mind that there are the OPEC meetings going on, and any rumors out of that could have a big impact on the market. So that's it for now. I will see you in the trade room tomorrow.